I'm very excited to chat with Matt Afinec from the Hamilton Grey Cup Committee and the Hamilton Tiger Cats. I got to say something, Matt, before we get going and talk about the 2023 Grey Cup. I've heard your name so much from my football guys, particularly those in the Hammer. They're like, we got to get you with Matt. He's the best guy. And here it is on the RP show. So I appreciate the time, and you seem pretty happy and relaxed for a guy that's hosting the Grey Cup in 2023, in charge of it. Plans going great for the Hammer?
Well, first, I don't know who those people saying nice things are, Rod, but I appreciate that and appreciate the opportunity to be here. Yeah, you know what? It's a lovely day here in the Hammer. The sun's shining, so no reason to be anything other than optimistic. And we're obviously excited. Today is 76 days until the competing teams descend here on the Hammer to start a big Grey Cup week. And as you would know, the teams actually get in a day earlier than they would have even last year with the Grey Cup there in your hometown of Regina. Given those final playoff games are played on Saturdays now. So Monday they come in, we're 76 days away.
Well, one of those guys' name might rhyme with Leo. I'll let you figure that one out. But there's not too many around Hamilton with that name that I know of. Hey, this Grey Cup, I'm seeing your ads. I'm seeing all kinds of promotion. You've certainly got my attention. You guys are doing a great job with that. And everybody likes to be different. Everybody likes to be bigger. What's special about this Grey Cup?
Well, I think you nailed it there about everyone wants to be a little bit different. And every Grey Cup environment, which really is a function of the city and region in which it happens, offers different, opportunities to showcase and put on a unique experience at a Grey Cup. So, for us, the two things we've really kind of tried to draw attention to here in town is the density of our venues. As we all know, a good Grey Cup with a lot of those CFL tradition events, the team parties, the alumni functions, the cheer extra, all of those things happening in a pretty dense, walkable footprint. So we're fortunate here in Hamilton that we have those. In downtown Hamilton, you can really get from whether it's the Convention Center, Leona Station, First Ontario Concert Hall or Arena, they're all within a couple blocks of each other. So I think that's a cool piece. The overwhelming majority of Grey Cup activity will be happening in that footprint. So I think that's the first step. And the second, Rod, is really about trying to bring some Hamilton into how we execute the Grey Cup. And frankly, that has little to nothing to do with football or the CFL or the Ticats. And it's really more about, for the audience listening kind of nationally, just some of the stuff we have going on in this town 365 days a year that celebrates the community. So things like Super Crawl, which is our largest outdoor music and art festival, which happens the weekend after Labor Day, to Around the Bay, which is the longest standing outdoor running race in North America, to various other different partnerships of people doing things in the community, the Santa Claus Parade, which has been moved to Grey Cup weekend. So finding all of those things and finding a way to integrate those people and those experiences into the Grey Cup would be the other thing I'd point to about what we're trying to do a little bit differently here in 2023.
Well, good for you. And, the thing is, 20 years that I worked in the league, we'd go into Hamilton. All we saw was King Street and Ivor Wynn and later Tim Hortons Field. It was Leo Ezrins, the executive director of the CFL Alumni Association, that took me out for lunch around Hamilton Harbor and out into the hills. I'm like, whoa, it's a really awesome place. So you're going to kind of showcase that more than what CFL fans would normally see, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. And there are so many parts of this community, Rod, that not just people that come to visit for Ticat games, which you obviously see on broadcast and what the national scene kind of sees, but Hamilton's a spectacular place, whether it's landscapes, arts and culture, food. There's a lot of things going on in the modern Hamilton that I think this Grey Cup will allow us the opportunity to bring people from out of town into those environments and really experience what our city is about in 2023, not what they think it might have been about in the past.
Cool. I always enjoyed it, and I think this Grey Cup will be great. But I also am seeing a Niagara Falls component. What can you tell me about that?
Well, I think Southern Ontario is a region, and what we thought about an innovation on Grey Cup is just our ability, and the province of Ontario obviously is a huge partner of delivering this Grey Cup. And when we looked at it, there's remarkable facilities down in Niagara Falls that, as we thought about different ways that we can deliver the player awards as an event, Fallsview Casino down in Niagara Falls is arguably the best in Canada, and their facilities certainly are. And they've recently opened a state-of-the-art, what they're calling OLG Stage, the 5,000-seat concert facility. So we'll host the Player Awards inside the Avalon Theatre at Fallsview Casino on Thursday night, and follow that up with a 5,000-person concert in OLG Stage as kind of the after party to that. For those that are, not local here, Niagara Falls only 35 minutes down the road, and in doing and trying to make the Grey Cup in Hamilton as big as we possibly could make it. There's great. It's a tourist mecca globally here, so there's lots of accommodation down there. It's only 35 minutes down the road, but it really took the province of Ontario stepping up and helping us to deliver a free shuttle service. So all weekend, anyone who is staying in the Falls or wants to go down and is staying in Hamilton but wants to go down and visit the Falls, there will be free shuttles provided between Hamilton and Niagara Falls from Thursday through game day Sunday. So, that's kind of an unprecedented thing from a Grey Cup perspective, and we thank the province for allowing us to do that. But this extension of Grey Cup activity, while the overwhelming majority obviously remains here in Hamilton, it just allows us to make the event bigger and bring more people to Southern Ontario, bring more people to our region. And at the end of the day, from a tourism perspective, maximizing that economic impact, that's a big deal. So this allows us to do that, and in no way, shape, or form compromises anything that we're doing in Hamilton. In fact, the opposite, it makes it bigger.
Well, pardon me, I'll have to, when we do get a chance to chat to face, you got to tell me who's on your committee, because this is a lot of outside the box thinking. It's very creative, and it can't hurt that Hamilton hasn't hosted a lot of Grey Cups. Like a couple of years ago, you guys got jobs, so you got it back again, but none of this is worn out. That's kind of exciting, I would think.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. And yeah, we're proud of what happened in 21, and our partners at the league and the other 8 teams in the league all deserve a ton of credit for that. But when we were going through that experience, the Grey Cup is more than the football game. And we, to your point, hadn't had the Grey Cup in 25 years at that point. And we were pretty bullish as an organization that our community, our city, our fans, our corporate partners deserve better than the uncertainty of planning a Grey Cup in that COVID environment. So the league were great partners in helping us get it back quickly. But this is what we always envisioned. And you would well know the Grey Cup is a bidding process now. So not all, but many of the elements that have been contemplated and delivered and will be delivered here in 2023 go back to our time bidding on this event 3 or 4 years ago. So we've always tried to use our local market to create some innovation and do some things uniquely. And to see that now come into the public light, and obviously even more so over the course of the next 76 days. We're pretty proud of what's to go on, but more good news to come and more exciting announcements to come.
Tickets, obviously, for the game, but for events can be purchased now. Where's the best place to go?
Yeah, GreyCupFestival.ca, Rod, has all of that information and what fans can look forward to locally and nationally. As we've got the announcement of our music series to come over the course of the next couple of weeks. So some big shows between the team parties and First Ontario Centre are all to come. So, as we try to keep people excited and engaged over the course of the next 76 days, you'll see more to come. But the best place to go for everything is just GreyCupFestival.ca.
Great job, man. Great show. I appreciate this, and I mean it. I've heard nothing but great things. So keep rocking, and good luck with it. If you need us, you know where to find us.
And we look forward to having you and the Hammer in 76 days, Rod.
How about that?
Sounds good. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Matt Afinec from the Hamilton Tiger Cats and the 2023 Grey Cup in Hamilton.